All right, we're here with Lydia Ko. One birdie, one bogey today for an even par round. I think you'd take that any day out here, right?
Yeah, I felt like I hit the ball really solid. I've been doing that pretty well the last couple of days, and that's obviously the big key around this golf course. But there's a few that I felt like I left out there, but it's super tricky. A lot of these greens have quite a bit of slope on them, so just because it's short doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be a gimme. So yeah, I felt like I tried to stay patient, and definitely nice to be able to finish the day with a birdie.
Did you come into the day with a game plan, or was it just slow and steady gets you through the weekend?
I think Jason, Sean, and Sean said it on the driving range was fairways and greens. And I feel like I've been doing that well, so, hopefully keep that kind of momentum going. And, yeah, no, definitely with the greens firming up, it's a lot nicer to be on the fairways just to be able to have better approach shots coming into the greens. And the course is only going to get firmer from here, so trying to keep it in the short stuff as much as possible.
Reminder to our friends on Zoom to raise your hands. We'll start down on the end with Jeff.
Lydia, Brittany made 16 pars today. You made 16 pars. We equate you guys with going out there and making bundles of birdies week to week. But on a week like this, how satisfying is that?
Yeah, I think you just have to stay patient, especially at major championships and at venues like this. I think sometimes the patience runs out, and you get frustrated. But making a lot of pars here is good. Obviously it'd be nice to make a few more birdies, but making 3 birdies and 3 bogeys and the rest pars is just the same as making 18 pars. It might feel a little differently, but pars, really good score on majority of these holes. And when you try to get the opportunities, even though it doesn't happen very often, you have to try and take advantage of those moments.
Beth Ann?
How differently did it play out there today compared to yesterday?
I felt the 10th hole was my first hole of the day, and I walked on the green and I was like, man, this green is really firm. But I felt like the greens were a little firmer, so you were getting a little bit more roll after the pitch. But the green necessarily when you're putting wasn't that much faster. So, I mean, it's going to be a mix, and especially with a lot of undulation on some of these greens, I think they are going to be smart and be careful and to not make it too crazy fast, or it could really get away from you pretty quick. So it was different. I think yesterday was definitely the softest we're going to play it, but maybe with potential rain on Sunday that may change things. But this wind picking up in the afternoon is definitely the biggest key difference for us playing in the morning and the afternoon.
Zephyr, then Mercer.
How do you think it benefits the women's game whenever major championships are brought to courses like this?
I think it's just great that we get to play at tournament sites and at venues where there's a lot of history, and obviously, the men have played here a few times. With the course setup and at the time of year playing, it is a little bit different. But I think the more times we're more exposed to these golf courses, I think there's just more exposure to women's golf and women's sport as well. I feel like we have the best female golfers here and some of the best athletes here, so I think we're moving in the right direction, and hopefully, even though there are no fans here this week, there'll be a lot of people tuning in and watching some great golf.
Mercer?
Lydia, you seem to really be enjoying yourself out there laughing and talking with Charlie. Are you enjoying the game more over than the last few years? Are you have kind of like a renewed love for the game now, or hasn't changed really?
I think I've always loved golf itself. Sometimes, even though it's all in your head, you think golf doesn't love me back, but I love you, but why won't you love me back? You have those days, and then you have those days when like, man, I didn't deserve that, and I got so much more. But I've always enjoyed playing with Charlie, and obviously, we missed Nelly out there today, but I knew we were in a great pairing, and I've known Charlie since we were pretty much in our teens, so it's always nice to kind of be out there with your friends, and you just got to enjoy it. There's only pretty much for us, two caddies and then the two players. So we just got to have a laugh between us, and makes it even better when you've got super nice people and funny people you're playing with.
We're going to take a question off Zoom. Steve Eubanks, can you unmute, please?
Steve,
Hi, Lydia. How are you?
where have you been?
They haven't let me out of the house yet. You have. There was a period early in your career where golf really seemed easy for you, and then there was a period where it wasn't so easy. Do you feel as though it's getting easy again?
A lot of people said, hey, you make it look so easy out there. And I'm like, that must not be me, because I've never found it easy. Sometimes, when things are going your way, it looks like it from the outside. But no, I think even when things weren't going my way, there was always the excitement and adrenaline and the pressure and all of those kind of emotions going through. Even if you post a good number out there, I think for me it's never been easy. So, I'm just trying to go out there and have a good time and, play confidently and aggressively as I can and just kind of go with the flow.
Great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Steve, and we'll wrap up down here with Jeff.
Lydia, did you and Charlie know Nelly was in some pain yesterday? Was that evident during her round?
I think it kind of came around, by the end of the day, and especially I'm not entirely sure if that was if it was something that had been lingering prior. But with the temperature dropping and you getting stiffer, it does make it tough out there. But she did mention after the round that her back was bothering her. So yeah, it's never good. You joke around, hey, you try and take out your opponent, but this is not the case. I always enjoy Nelly's company, so hopefully with some, and obviously not easy playing. She obviously knew it was going to be super cold this morning, and with any pain or injuries, you don't want that to carry on any further. So, we're all thinking of her, and hopefully she'll be able to get some good treatment, and she'll be out here playing amazing as she normally does.
Thanks so much, Liz. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you. See you tomorrow.
Thank you, Lydia.
Bye.